Welcome back guys to another Patreon Q&A video. If you want your questions answered in the fortnightly Q&A vids, make sure to check out the Patreon linked in the description. Now onto the video. What is your least favorite Kengan character? So out of all the characters in Kengan, there's one character most people may think of when you think of worst or least favorite. And of course the manager dude of Yamashita. I don't quite remember his name because as expected he's my least favorite character, so why would I bother to remember his name? But this guy, he got cucked throughout the series, you know, he got finessed by our boy Yamashita. But honestly, who likes this guy? Like, I don't really think anyone likes him. And if he's somehow your favorite character, there's a saying going around that you can't have wrong opinions. Well, that is a wrong opinion. But yep, on to the next question. Do you think the Tiger Nico was killed but cloned? Because we did see on the flashback from Lutien shows Nico was connected to a worm. It's possible. I can't say this isn't possible. It is possible that the Tiger Nico was cloned or that he's actually alive. From what we know from the flashback, it's told from Kiryu's perspective, I believe. And as we know, Kiryu isn't the most sane character, so maybe the Tiger Nico is actually alive, because I believe we don't see a dead body or the body of the Tiger Nico anywhere in that flashback, while we do see the dying body from Ohma's perspective of his Nico. And regarding the cloning aspect, since it got revealed by the older Jaime that, you know, Jaime, the person fighting Jirota, is a clone, people, you know, been going crazy with this clone theory, or, you know, who could be a clone. I personally hope that Jaime is the only clone in the series. There could very well be other clones, but if I had to be honest, I don't think Tiger Nico is a clone, but it is very possible that he could be alive. Just imagine this, imagine him returning and he connects so many people. Like, he has backstory with Kanoh, he has backstory with Kiryu, backstory with Ohma. He connects a large variety of characters throughout the series. Just imagine him returning and seeing all these characters freak out once seeing him. That'll be absolutely peak insanity. Imagine that happening like next chapter. That'll be pretty crazy. But yep, I don't think Tiger Nico was cloned, but of course I could be completely wrong considering Kengan just, you know, goes crazy with shit. Do you think we'll ever get Ohma versus Agito? Possibly, but I probably doubt that. They may have like a sparring match, but the only way I see them fighting in the future is another tournament occurring, maybe in like a 3-4 year time skip where Koga is participating. Maybe in one of the early rounds, Ohma and Kanoh fight. Maybe Ohma defeats Kanoh or something like that to go on. But I don't really see them having a fight. They seem to respect each other even though they haven't had like an official fight. Only Kanoh like shitting on Ohma with a kick in Kengan Ashura. But of course I'll be hyped and want them to fight at some point. But the likelihood of them actually fighting in an official match is not very likely in my opinion currently, based on, you know, how Kengan Anime is going. Maybe at some point I'll hope they do, but I don't think so if I'm going to be honest. What do you think will happen to Kengan's side after the tournament? So this mainly depends on which team wins. I'll cover my thoughts whether, you know, Kengan or Purgatory wins. I'll start with Purgatory. So if Purgatory wins the tournament, the Kengan fighters, you know, join in with Purgatory. And I think that would be better for a lot of characters. It'll be worse for other characters, especially the characters that rely on killing. But characters like Koga may actually benefit from fighting in like Purgatory matches rather than Kengan matches, and maybe some other characters as well. But if Purgatory does win, I do see a few fighters from Kengan's side actually leaving the, you know, world of martial arts, or not going over to Purgatory and just pretty much quitting underground martial arts altogether or something like that, or maybe trying to form their own underground fighting scene from scratch or something, maybe with the help of Yamashita. I have no idea. But if Kengan wins, which I do think Kengan's going to win, we're going to have some Purgatory fighters joining part of the Kengan Association. I already see Falcon and Carlos joining. It's very likely that they're going to join. I'm not too sure about the other characters. Toa, probably not. Monkey Boy's pretty much disappeared from the story. I don't see him ever returning again. Lutien, definitely not. And the remaining fighters on Team Purgatory, maybe Lolong. Imagine another tournament in the future with like the top fighters from Purgatory fighting in Kengan matches. Imagine Jirota not holding back, you know, to destroy people in Kengan matches. That'll be pretty cool. But based on some of their views, they may actually leave, you know, underground fighting altogether due to how hardcore Kengan is compared to Purgatory or something like that. But the Kengan side, I think most fighters will stay around after the tournament. It really depends what arc occurs after, especially if a worm arc actually does occur, which could, you know, mess up everything and we may have some characters from Kengan's side actually dying if like an all-out Worm vs Kengan war does occur or something crazy like that. Let me know your thoughts on that question down in the comments. And then the final question for today's video from this mad lad in the Patreon. AUD or USD, which has cooler physical banknotes? Of course AUD. Are there a lot of Spanish speakers in Australia? I don't think I've ever met a Spanish speaker in Australia, or if I have, like less than 5, so I don't think so. Soba, Costa vs 6 Scoops Koga. Koga's a beast, he'll easily stomp. Favorite brand of gum? Probably Extra. Do you smoke? No. Do you drink? Occasionally. And yep, that's pretty much all the questions from this week's Q&A video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to subscribe. Check out the Patreon linked in the description if you want your questions answered in future videos. As always, thanks to the people who support this channel via the Patreon, absolute mad lads. Stay tuned for more videos coming out. Of course, the chapter review tomorrow, can't wait. But yep, that's it guys, peace.